Reads. I'm Courtney and today join me for another daily reading vlog. I'm hopping on, it is about 8:30. I really had intended on hopping on earlier and it just didn't happen because I don't know, anybody who has upstairs, downstairs, like as soon as you go downstairs after you've been kind of up and down, it's like I'm not going back upstairs. So that's kind of what happened. But today was a good day. It's my first day back at work in a week on my vacation. And it was busy, but not, not unmanageable. So that was good. And surprisingly, last night I stayed up so late because number one, me and my husband both were like, we can't just end our week vacation. But number two, I ended up reading more of Rose in Chains. So I did finish that book today. That's why I'm coming on late. And so as I was sharing yesterday, Rose in Chains is the quote-unquote controversial book by Julie Soto. And this book follows, oh God, what is her name? Now look, I just saw her name. Let's not do this. Okay, Tovin is our main guy. And oh my gosh, what is her name? Okay, her last name is Rosewood. Anyway, we're following them as we have two sort of once combined sort of providences or areas that have now separated or kind of in a war. And Tovin's side, the Bamard, yes, they are kind of taking the Rosewood side and having their way through the war with the women and taking prisoners and all this sort of stuff. So some of the disclaimer at the beginning was the context around having and selling people and non-consensual activities. So I went into, at first I had originally ordered it, and then when I read that, I canceled the pre-order. And then when I saw the book in stores, I was like, this book is beautiful. I don't care what it's about. I need it on my shelf. But then as I read it, I'm glad that I did. So just for anybody who's on the fence about this book or might be just unsure, the connotation around slavery is really around Bamard people taking and getting magical people from the other side and trying to buy them, right? Because they need their magical power, basically. And so I don't think of it necessarily, I guess it is slavery. It's imprisonment more, I guess, than slavery. They're not doing specific things. It's not like chattel slavery or anything like that. It's that they are imprisoning them. And they have very limited rights, and they just have to do kind of what the person who bought them says. There's no like work involved as a trade or things like that. So the majority of those that are imprisoned are women, although there are some men also imprisoned from the other side. And one of the parts that I guess would stir more my feminist side would be that the women who are virgins are more expensive and more prized, and that's for a reason that I can't share, so I don't spoil it if anybody wants to read it. And then as far as the non-consensual part, this book is not very heavy into any spice, which I was surprised because it's touted as a romantasy, and there was very little romance in that romantasy. And so our main characters, they have a sort of will they, won't they sort of thing, but never crosses over at the end. We're at least going to get one little scene. We have some kisses here and there, but there's nothing physically actually happening. The non-consensual part comes from when the Bamard men take their captives to this sort of like one sort of meeting place, like a community center, you would say, and in order to get their imprisoned women to be all over them as they give them an elixir. So basically they roofie them. And so I guess that is the non-consensual part. So either way, I think it's important to have the trigger warnings, but I don't think this one was one that is maybe expressed as, I don't think it's as detrimental as it was written or expressed for me. You take it for what it is. I just ended up giving this book 4 stars. I was kind of sitting on it for just like literally half a second. I actually thought it was really good. One, anytime I can finish a fantasy in 1 or 2 days, great. I did start it at the end of the month last month, but didn't stop it for any other reason except that I wanted to finish some other things. And so, you know, that really tells me something about it. But also, the story itself was pretty good. What I will say is that it's not a 5-star for me because the ending and sort of just like the lead up into the second book, because you can tell there's gonna be a second book, just didn't seem enough in my opinion. It didn't get big enough, I guess is what I can say without spoiling it. And so the next book will come. There's a secret surprise at the end of this book that was perfectly leading us into the second book, which becomes more of a quest book. And I could see on that quest, our main female and male have to do the quest together, and hence they fall in love and happily ever after. So that was what I read yesterday and today. So now I need something light, so I'm going to check out my nice little device here. I did download a book called No More Tears, The Dark Secrets of Johnson & Johnson. I actually had this book on hold at Libby, but it was on daily ebook deals today for $1.99. I always shout this woman out. She does the Lord's work. She goes through all of the Kindle books that are on sale, and she will list the majority of them, so you don't have to go through like this whole list. And all of that is free. It's on Instagram, or you can just follow her on Amazon. And then if you're not an Amazon person, the majority of the books that are on sale on Kindle are on sale in Kobo. So I've never seen where it was on sale on Kindle but not Kobo. So you can go either way with it. But downloaded that. That's nonfiction, and it's like the story behind Johnson & Johnson. I love those types of books. It's just, they fascinate me when you hear like the big conglomerates being ridiculous. But I'm not ready for that either. So I think I might go to, maybe I have Baby Wishers Club Super Special number 12. Here Comes the Bridesmaids. I think this is when Dawn's dad and girlfriend get married. I don't love that though, because you know how I feel about Dawn. So I need to find a romance. I was still reading Till Summer Do Us Part, and I did kind of like that. That's by Megan Quinn. I also have Dating Dr. Love, which might be a good one, but I just need something light and summery. Romance would be great. So I'm going to look for that today or tonight after I hop out the shower. So I'll keep you posted tomorrow on what I end up picking. But before I head off for today, I wanted to show you this really cute Kindle case I got. I actually saw it on Facebook, which those of us who are old are still hopping on Facebook. And, oh, there we go. And it is this cute Arthur this cover. So I picked this up. It's this cute Arthur Kindle case. And it says, having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. If you know the song, you know. And I will link, I'll put the, oh my gosh, my camera's going crazy. I will put the page down below here so you can check it out. It was a little pricey. I want to say but I think it was like $20 or $30 with shipping, and it took forever to come, like weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't want to bash this small business because it is a small business. It's a small business by a woman of color, so I'm supporting that small business, but it did take a hot minute to come. So if you're ordering it, I highly suggest it, but it's going to take a minute. Anyway, so it's nice hard plastic, rubberized sort of plastic, and then this is the kind that has that strap in the back. So you can hold on while you are reading, and you can go either hand with it. And so super cute. It was worth the wait, but it did take a little bit longer. I'm also very much into the immediate gratification of anything that doesn't come in 2 days. I'm immediately bothered. So there's that. Okay, so that's everything for today. Nothing else really bookish happened. I will try to hop on tomorrow, maybe daytime, and then another update if I read some tonight. But otherwise, I will check in tomorrow to see what else I have been doing. If you are loving these daily vlogs and you're not subscribed, don't forget to check out the channel to make sure this is a place you might want to be, and check out what I'm doing over here. If you are returning, as always, thanks so much for subscribing. Don't forget to like, comment. I love to engage, and hit up the Discord. I'm trying to get more people in the Discord. I actually just recently took away memberships because we just had a small number, and I want to expand the book club, and so in order to do that, we need more members. So look out for a book club announcement coming soon, but go to my community tab for the Discord so that you can be a part of the chats. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next daily update. See you tomorrow.